Hey folks, this is Rod with Win by Doing, coming to you with an auction slash thrift haul video. There was a new Goodwill that opened up in the general area. So I had to stop by there, and then I had to take a couple packages down to the post office on Saturday, and there's a thrift store down there that I like to stop to occasionally. So I stopped in, which I'm glad I did. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. First is a local church thrift store. The only thing I picked up there was clothing. I was fortunate enough, I spent a total of $17. I got this, I don't know if you can see it there. You probably recognize it anyway. Tommy Bahama. It's got a blue with these palm tree. Kind of hard to see through my camera. You can kind of see the palm trees in there. I got that one as well as this colorful beast here. There was a slight problem. These are 100% silk. The only problem was there was a stain. If you can see it, there was a stain right up here, which I had to clean out. So there's going to be there's a little bit of bleaching there because I had to use some peroxide to get that stain actually out. So I'm not sure how well I'm going to do with these. Both of them were extra large. I don't know if you can see the tag there. This tag is a little bit darker than the other one. But anyway, two Tommy Bahamas. I want to say I paid $3.99 or $4.99 for those. And I've got them listed right now at $25 and accepting best offer. So we'll see how that goes. The next item is this Air Jordan sleeveless activewear. You can see the Air Jordan logo there. Who doesn't like the Air Jordan logo? And this is an extra large. It also has the logo down here on the corner. I don't know if you can see that, but I believe I paid $3 for that one. I think I've got it up on for I think 15 or so. Then next thing, anything college sports, especially in the South, I'll pick up just because I know how popular football is. This is Oklahoma football Nike emblem up top there. It's one of those dry fit, and this one was a medium, so it was in really good condition. So I thought I would do pretty well with that as well. I think I listed it for about $15. The next couple of things I picked up, I went over to the new Goodwill. Checking out my messy hair in the back. I don't know what the hell happened there. Anyway, saw this sitting on the shelf. It is an external DVD, readable, rewritable. Writer, Pioneer brand. I went ahead and listed it. We tested it. The one problem with this is it is for pretty much Windows XP and before, but I was able to get it to play a movie on Windows 7. But if they wanted to run this off of a Windows 8, or I'm sorry, I don't think it'll run on Windows 8. If they wanted to try to run on Windows 10, I believe they'd have to get some sort of XP emulator, which I'm not sure if Windows 10 has that built in or not. But anyway, I picked that up for $6 and turnaround listed it for, I believe, $40. Can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a busy week, and it's only Tuesday. Anyway, then at the same thrift store, I have my receipt sitting here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. Picked up these Friends season, I want to say it's just season 1. No, this is the best of Friends. So it was 4 VHS set. I picked those up for, it was $1.99 plus his blue tag day, so $1 for the whole set. Want to say I probably list that for about $8 or $10. And then all these VHSs were 50 cents a piece. The original Planet of the Apes, which if you haven't seen, I highly recommend it. And if you don't have a copy and you have a VH player, come check it out on my store and I'll be happy to sell it to you, give you a good deal on it. I have this factory sealed ET VHS. And these are in a little bit rough condition as far as the cardboard is concerned. You know, I don't know if you can really see. There's some creases right up along here. Maybe if I can get the reflection just right. I don't know. They're not in the greatest condition as far as the box is concerned, but the tapes are in great condition. Like I said, all of those I picked up for 50 cents a piece, and I think I listed them anywhere from $6 to $10 a piece, and I've been doing okay on a lot of the VHS DVDs and stuff that I am selling. So more on the DVD side, but I have sold some of my VHS. The that was it for thrift store, which in my area, I don't know, we're pretty rural. Well, I mean, we're a halfway decent city, but I wouldn't even. I mean, it's a good sized town. Excuse me as I take a drink of my coffee. It's a decent sized town, but I wouldn't really consider it a large city. So I think that has a lot to do with what you can source. I know a lot of people are going out and able to get a ton of these name brand items. I'm just not seeing it here. This is the first time I've seen Tommy Bahamas in any of my stores, and you hear those listed all the time when you're seeing a lot of haul videos. But yeah, I'll pick them up when I can, and um, but I guess that's pretty much my advice is if you live in a similar situation where even if you do find those items, they're going to cost you $3, $4, $5 an item. Yeah, you can turn around, triple your money, sell them, get 15, 16, $20, whatever out of it. But you're not going to find that all the time on a consistent basis necessarily in your area. So you kind of got to turn towards some other things, which you know I have to say, my new thing going to doing these online auctions, a local auction house, and they run strictly online. I think they purchase estates, they get people to bring stuff into auction, and that's where I'm finding some of these odder items that you'll see on some of these haul videos. So the first thing, well, let's go to the things that my wife laughed at when she saw. Let me get both of them because I actually got two, and it's really odd because I don't know if. Well, let me just hold them up. This one over here. I have golf clock number 1 and golf clock number 2. I haven't plugged this one in, but I did plug this one in because this is where the magic happens. Ready for this, folks? These are plug-in clocks. The brand on the clock itself is United, and I almost want to say that I don't know if they came in kits, but if you look at these, the golfers on them are identical, with the exception of this one has been painted white to match the white background, and this one has not. I don't know much about it. I'm going to do some research just to double check if it was some sort of kit or whatever, or maybe it was a trophy shop that made them. That could very well be it too. Anyway, this one, ready for the countdown? 3, 2, 1. Ah! There's a light that opens up in the clubhouse back there, but it just got a felt bottom to it to simulate the green. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm not going to touch anything up. I mean, I'm not. I'm going to clean them up a little bit, but I don't know if that felt. It didn't look like it was ever glued down. So I thought they were pretty cool. How much did I give for them? $2 a piece. Why not? I know this one right here, it did have a tag on it, $95. I don't think I'm going to get $95 out of it. I think I'd be lucky if I got 25 or 30. I will probably list them on Etsy as well, and we'll see where we go from there. And here's another look at this one here. This one, it almost looks like they put cardboard down on for the green, but I guess it's a drier area of the country where your fairways and greens may not be green. So anyway, those are the two clocks I picked up. Again, $2 each. I'm probably going to list them for about 30, 40. I did look up, there was one listed on eBay, that the only one that comped out. They had it listed at $30 and took a best offer. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm going to probably cross list it on Etsy and hopefully gain some traffic. Get a sale. The next item we have is a camera bag. Now, I paid $12 for this because I just figure with all, I don't know a ton about cameras. I do know that the camera in here, even though this says Pentax, it is this Canon AE11. I don't know if you can see that. There are issues with it. I'll show you right there. You can see where the battery lid has come off. Here I am screwing with something I probably shouldn't because I don't know anything about it. Probably never get it back on there. I know they're designed to come off. Okay. I don't want to force it. Ah! This, folks, is why you should probably leave things alone that you don't know. This is a good lesson for all you kids out there. Why you don't want to mess with stuff that you don't know anything about. Anyway, it has a different lens. I'll work on that later. This is a 50mm lens, and I paid $12 for the bag. The one thing I do know is when I pulled up, I'm pulling that up right now as we speak, so you see me looking there. That's because I'm looking at my other monitor. Canon AE1. They are, you know, I guess it probably in better condition. It's, you know, mint condition they're going for about $235, and I guess I'm just trying to say the prices range, or the comps range anywhere from 150 to, you know, 250. Do I think this is worth 250? No. I mean, it does. Like I said, it is missing the lid to the battery cover. And there is some wear on the eyepiece there, which I'm pretty sure those can be replaced. But yeah, it just comes right off. I'm gonna leave it on there again. But everything else looks like it's there. It has the lens. That I'll have to probably do some research and figure out. Oh, I think, look at that. Was that the trick? I just had to line stuff up. There's probably a trick, and I just don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Let's set that right there so I don't knock it over. Anyway, $12 I paid for the camera, the bag. It also came with this Zoom Thyristor 265, which maybe $12 to $15 for that. I'm thinking I could get out of it. It had a exposure meter. I just thought it was kind of cool. It's in this little leather case. That's probably, you know, if I sold it separately, that would probably get you know, $10 to $12 out of it. It did come with manuals, and I want to say that was everything that was in the bag. I didn't go through and look at in all the pockets. If there was anything in there, I would be surprised. I think they go through things pretty well at the auction house. Yes. Oh, there was a set of binoculars. Those binoculars there, I think they comped out at about $10. I may list them separately. And I may just put all this stuff in a bundle and be done with it. But we will see. One more pocket I didn't check it. But the bag itself was in pretty good condition. I'll just have to... I don't know how well they... I'll rearrange everything and put it back in there and neater. But anyway, $12 altogether. Realistically, I'm probably hoping to get maybe $100 total when it's all said and done. But hey, we shall see. The next thing I have going is this another gaming related. Well, I shouldn't say another. This is the first one I've listed. It is this Retrobit Generations. It's got packed with 90, over 90 retro games. I'll hold that up there. I'll be a little bit more still with it. It comes in the box. And I won't list this as new, just because I can't guarantee that it's new. It looks like there's somewhere, but you can see it was all packed up in the package, nice and neat. Everything looks really good condition. It did come with the manual. These are, I want to say these are comping out at anywhere from $35 to $50. I did see one out there. Retrobit Generation US version in Europe as new. I don't know what that. Oh, it's from the Netherlands. So maybe they were advertising that because they were able to ship cheaper than it would be for me. Anyway, this, what did I give for that, you ask? Thank you for those who sent out the question. That I gave $13 for. So I'm looking to, my goal is to at least triple my money on that. Okay. I don't know what I did with the other thing. I did I left it out in the car. I did get another military cold weather jacket. As you know, I did pretty well with the parka that I had. This one's not as good a condition. It's not the same style of jacket. It's your standard BDU cold weather jacket. Google BDU if you're not familiar with the battle dress uniform, but it's an olive green. So I paid for that jacket. I paid $2 for. I'm probably only going to list that for $20 and accept best offer, just because there are some condition issues. But there's people that like dress in military, old military uniform. So more power to them. That's why I'm here. Okay. This, I didn't want to go over $60. Well, originally I didn't want to go over $40 for it, but I just couldn't help myself. When I originally, well, I'll just pull it up here. There's actually a lot more than, that'll explain why I went up. I purchased this Wii system and another box of goodies. My bid went all the way up to $92.50. I would never have given $92.50 for a Wii system. Now, granted, this Wii system does come in the box, or does have the box. It does have manuals, the paperwork. Let me see if I can get this. They tried to pack it in as well as they could, back into its original packaging. I'll get this out here for you and show you. Just so you know what we're getting into. That door there looks like it's got some issues to it. But there you go. It is the Wii, the stand, the cabling. There's the actual operating manual. The other manual I had here was the Wii Plus controller. Another operating manual. I'm not sure of the system setup, and this is channels and settings. Okay, it does have the bar, which I was all tucked up in there. It has that other cable that was in there was for connecting it up to your television. There's the power cord. the light sensor bar. We went through there. It had the controller and nunchuck. Came with another controller, no nunchuck for the other controller. Oh, and the controllers do have batteries in them, so they are working. Just saw lights flashing on them. Okay. So far I have the Wii controllers, paperwork, manuals. Let me see if I can get this packed back up in that box real quick. Have we got up to $92.50 worth of wares yet? No. But this alone, I would probably get $60 to $70. You know, I think that's a fair assessment on comps for a Wii condition, as long as everything's there. I did notice as I was pulling it out that there was some issue with the door. Let's make sure there's nothing else in there. I think that's just the box. Yeah, this is the box. Great, that'll help with shipping. Okay. So that's going to cover most of what most of what I paid for. Now, if I sold it straight out, but it comes with a little steering wheel. What am I going to do with this steering wheel, you ask? Well, good you ask, because the 3 games, well, first let me just go over what's in the box. Well, let's just do it one at a time, because this is how I'm probably going to list it. 3 games that it came with was Super Mario for the Wii, Super Mario Galaxy, and Mario Kart. That alone, that's going to boost up the price to maybe about 125 to 150 is what I'm thinking. I mean, I can the Wii on, you know, I thought I saw Nintendo Wii console. Let me see if there was a bundle. For some reason, I thought there was someone had bundled Mario Kart up with it. I'm probably going to list it for 100. Let's just call it good, and we'll see what happens from there. There's one Mario Kart Wii bundle, $150. So who knows? Maybe I'll do 125 and take best off. I think between the 3 games and the console itself, I've made my money back. Now, the box also had GameCube games. There's 5 of them here. Star Wars, the video, Lego Star Wars. I have Resident Evil 4. Geist. These, you know, I'm thinking probably $10 to $15 a piece for them. I think realistically, Beautiful Joe, I think that was comping out at, I want to say 15 to 25. GameCube Beautiful Joe. Yeah, this doesn't seem natural. So I guess, yeah, it's comping anywhere. Let's just say $15 to $20. Honestly, on this one. The big one, though, is Gauntlet Dark Legacy. That one is comping out, I think, about 35. Gauntlet's Dark Legacy. There it is on my search. And yeah, just looking down at the sold listings. It's going, even upwards to, there's one, I don't know what the black label, I have to do some research on it, but there's one that went all the way up to $55. Again, it said complete black label testing. What does that mean? Maybe we're going to learn something right here. Yeah, it doesn't say. That's just something they put in the title. Who knows? But let's just say anywhere from 37 to 55. And I like the 55. Most of these people are offering free shipping, but you figure about $4 for shipping. So that one was a good piece of the bundle. And then the other thing I had, it's really weird how I got 3 GameCube controllers. And all I can do, I don't have a GameCube here. It's in storage somewhere. I think I know one of the biggest things that will go on controllers is making sure the buttons don't stick. They make sure they're not sticky. Make sure that these aren't too loose, the joysticks. And those are going anywhere from 15. I'll probably list them for 15 a piece, or maybe 40 for all 3. So anyway, I think that with that haul itself, you figured, let's just say $40 for the controllers. I'm gonna really push $100 on the Wii system, with these 3 games, and the wheel, maybe 100. I think I'm gonna list it for 125. We'll see. So you figure we're already at 165. Let's just go low. Let's lowball these. So there's $30 for that. I'm gonna go $10 a piece on those just for this estimate. So there's $170. And Beautiful Joe, let's say 15. So what's that? 185. And then Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Let's say on low day I get $30 for it. Right there, it puts me over $200 for my purchase. And I guess the thing is I spent a little bit of money, spent $92.50 plus a 13%. So there's a 13% premium. Pay with credit, I get 4% back. So 9% of that. So add another. Let's just round it up. I spent $100 on all that lot there, and I plan on combined at least a minimum of $200. So it was a big step for me. Many of you know that I am just I do it part time. I mean, I by no means is this going to take over my full time job yet. But looking at the numbers, it would be real difficult to replace my current job. But it is something that I'm finding productive, profitable, and something that is scalable to whatever level you want to. So to me, it is a good side hustle to get in on. Just as you're out there watching YouTube land, just be careful. Do your own research, your own trials. Not everybody's numbers are going to work for you. I know I cannot play. For me personally, I can't go out there and at this time and in my area find some of those higher dollar clothing items. That's kind of why I scale back on clothing. I pick it up whenever I can see it being profitable or getting a good return on my investment. But I'm picking up a lot of higher profit margin items that they're more one-offs. Some of them might be long hauls, some of them may not be, but the fun is in the hunt. So that's it for my hauls today. I will be putting in my my next what's sold video soon. And I'm working on another project where I'm actually going to be putting together video on tracking your sales. tracking your inventory, tracking your sales, and building reports off of that. I don't know if many of you know, but I do. I am a data guy in in real life, outside of YouTube land, outside of my side hustle. That is what I do. So I'm working on a project. Probably putting out a video soon within the next week or so. Kind of a step by step guide on building. These are my plans on, creating your own spreadsheet. If y'all don't have the time to do it yourself, I plan on um, seeing how I can put them out there. And I'm going to ask probably a couple dollars a download for the spreadsheet if you don't want to do it. I think that it's kind of hard to justify doing a lot for free. We're all out there trying to make ends meet. So I would love to pass that information or pass something out there to you at a minimal fee, or I may offer it for free out on my blog, which I'm revamping. Originally, I had it so broad out there on side hustles in general, but I think I'm gonna dial it down to what my side hustle is, because right now you selling on eBay and thrifting and auctions and everything, that's kind of my main gig on the side, and that's what I'm learning more about. So I think I'm going to gear the blog more towards eBay selling at this time and put some of the information that I learn, some of the information that I find out, and pass on some of that to y'all as viewers. So look forward more on that, and that's it on the video for today. As always, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. If you have something, if you have any constructive criticism to provide, feel free to leave that in the comments. And that's about it. Hit the subscribe and that little bell over there, I believe, if you want to get notifications when I do put out new material. I put it out periodically throughout the week, sometimes once, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times a YouTuber. Just kidding, that was terrible. Anyway, that's it for me. I will catch you next time. Peace out.